Hello friends, now we will start with the next topic of operational amplifier, that is band pass filters. The band pass filters can be divided into two categories. First is called wide band pass and second is called narrow band pass filter, right? First of all, you should be knowing the meaning of band pass filter. A band pass filter is one which allows certain band of frequencies and it attenuates the other frequencies. It allows these frequencies to pass through. This is frequency f and this is magnitude of transfer function. So it allows to pass through it, that is pass band, right? So in pass band it has got certain finite amplitude of gain or magnitude of gain, and beyond that it attenuates the gain of the filter, reduces, right? So this is stop band, this side is stop band, right? So this is called lower cutoff frequency, this is called upper cutoff frequency. So what I mean to say is a band pass filter is one which has finite gain over a range of frequencies and it attenuates the frequencies either to the left of that band or to the right of that, means it attenuates other frequencies beyond that particular band of frequencies, right? So we'll be discussing wide band pass as well as narrow band pass filters. So let us start with the first one first, that is wide band pass filter, right? In wide band pass filter, again we will be discussing about two types. First is your non-inverting mode, right? First is non-inverting mode of wide band pass filter. Remember, wide band pass filter in non-inverting mode can be implemented by using high pass filter and low pass filter. How to use that, how to implement that, you please see it carefully. What I do, we have non-inverting mode low band pass filter like this, we have a low band pass filter like this. This is V input, this is grounded, R, RF, say R1, this is R, this is C. Output of this filter is connected at input of the next stage like this, right? Here I have again another filter which is high pass filter. So we have high pass filter here, this is V0, right? This is R, this is RF, this is R2, this is C2 and this is R2, right? This is grounded, C1 R1. So first stage is your low pass filter, second stage is high pass filter. So what will happen, you please see, this is V01. So if you see, it will allow the frequency, say for this cutoff frequency for low pass filter is FH and say cutoff frequency for this is FL. So in low pass filter it will allow certain band of frequencies up to a frequency called, which frequency? That is high cutoff frequency of low pass stage, right? This is gain of the amplifier, say this is Hj omega, magnitude, this is frequency, right? Now say this is DC gain A0, right? Now so this will allow, if you see, this will allow to pass through the frequencies up to which frequency? That is upper cutoff frequency of low pass stage, right? It allows to passes through it the frequencies up to FH because it is low pass stage. So the frequencies below upper cutoff frequency of this low pass stage will be passing through it, low pass. Second is high pass stage. So it will allow the frequencies above the lower cutoff frequency of this stage, and we select in such a manner that lower cutoff frequency of high pass stage is this, that is this, right, and that frequency is FL, right. So what I mean to say is, condition here is it will allow to it will pass through the frequencies above FL. So it means I will be getting a certain band of frequencies at the output if and only if the cutoff frequency of this stage is less than the cutoff frequency of this stage. That means cutoff frequency of high pass stage is less than the cutoff frequency of low pass stage. So there is condition here, this circuit will work like band pass filter if and only if FL is more than FH. So that means the cascade connection of low pass stage with high pass stage works like a wide band pass filter, provided the cutoff frequency of high pass stage is less than the cutoff frequency of low pass stage, right. And these are interchangeable. These are interchangeable. Suppose what I do now, please see carefully. First of all, what is FL? FL is the cutoff frequency of this. So that is 1 by 2 pi R2C2. What is FH? That is 1 by 2 pi R1C1. Right? And what will be the gain? This A0. A0 will be 1 plus RF by R1 whole square. That will be the gain. How it is going to happen? We will see that mathematically. This is that is what we have now. Condition, suppose this is interchange. You can interchange the low pass stage with high pass stage. But before we proceed with the condition, first of all, let us see how these cutoff frequencies are derived or arrived at, or how these cutoff frequencies are obtained from this circuit, right. What is the expression of output of the first stage or gain of the first stage? Gain of the first stage, that is low pass stage, is given by, that is gain of low pass stage is equal to 1 plus RF by 1 plus RF by R1 divided by 1 plus what, that is JF by FL, or I can say SRC, SR1C1. That is the transfer function for this. You can see the transfer function of a low pass filter. So this is the transfer function of low pass stage. If you remember, you can see the low pass filter. And what is the transfer function of high pass stage? The transfer function of high pass stage is equal to 1 plus RF by R1 divided by 1 plus what? That is 1 by R2C2 divided by S. That's what you have. Fine. Or you can simplify it like this, or this is S, this is S, right? So when you multiply, overall transfer function of this becomes the product of these two I, because in cascade stages the overall transfer function is the product of this first stage and product of second stage. So that gives 1 plus RF by R1 whole square divided by 1 plus SC1R1 into 1 plus 1 by R2C2 by S, right? So this is the transfer function, overall transfer function of this filter, right? Or you can replace S by j omega for frequency domain. For frequency domain, what do we do? Replace S by j omega, replace S by j omega, replace S by j omega here. That becomes overall transfer function of this filter. Or you can rewrite it like this: H j omega equal to 1 plus RF by R1, or you can write it like this, that is, you can write the overall transfer function of this filter, that is HF equal to, that is HF equal to A naught square 1 plus, you can replace S by j omega, so JF by FH into 1 plus FL by JF, right? So here you know what is FL, you know what is FL, FL is 1 by 2 pi R2C2, what is FH, 1 by 2 pi R1C1, and what is A naught, that is or we can say A naught is equal to 1 plus RF by R1 whole square, right? That's it. And you can draw its pole zero diagram as well. What I have assumed that you have seen the video on low pass filter, you have seen video on high pass filter. This is first first order low pass filter, this is first order high pass filter. The cascade combination of these two is band pass filter, and band pass filter has characteristic like this, right? This is your frequency response of this wide band pass filter, right? Now if you see, draw the pole zero diagram for this, but I repeat, this is the condition. So if you follow this condition, what do you have? FL should be greater than FH, so 1 by 2 pi R2C2 should be greater than your, or that should be less, I'm sorry, there is a mistake, that should be a correction. This has to be less than 1 by 2 pi R1C1, right? Or this gives R2C2 should be greater than R1C1. And if you know what is this, R and C, this is also called time constant. So time constant of this stage should be less than, time constant of this stage should be greater than time constant of this stage, right? So that is how you can find the relationship. Now you can also draw the pole zero diagram. Pole zero diagram for a band pass filter. The pole zero diagram for band pass filter, you see this transfer function here carefully. I have in the transfer function of band pass filter, we have two factors in the denominator, two factors of S in the denominator. That means there are two poles in the transfer function of this filter, and we have one S in the numerator. Let me rewrite the transfer function of the filter, of band pass filter, that is wide band pass filter we have considered. Let us see once more here. The transfer function of this filter was what? Overall transfer function was 1 plus RF by R1 divided by whole square, 1 plus SC1 R1, 1 plus 1 by SC2 R2. That is what we had, right? So HS, the transfer function, is equal to SC2 R2 1 plus RF by R1 whole square divided by 1 plus SC1 R1 1 plus SC2 R2. So this gives me one factor which is S equal to minus C1 by R1. This factor gives me S equal to minus 1 by C2 R2, and numerator has only one term, so that gives S equal to 0. This is called 0 of the numerator. This is called 0 of the transfer function. These are called poles of the transfer function. So if you draw the pole zero diagram, the pole zero diagram for this filter will be something like this. I have 1 0 located at origin and 2 poles located on this side, right? So these are 2 poles. So this is larger, so this will be minus 1 by R2C2 and this will be minus 1 by C1 R1. Why this? Because C2 R2 is greater than C1 R1. If this is greater, so this will be lesser, like that. So this is overall pole zero diagram for wide band pass filter. I hope concept is clear. So what we have seen? We have seen the frequency response, we have seen the condition of filtering, we have seen the transfer function, we have seen overall gain in terms of frequency, and of course overall analysis of the filter. That is wide band pass filter. But this was the case of which one? This was the case of wide band pass filter working in which mode? That was in non-inverting mode. Similar to in non-inverting mode, we can have inverting mode filter, that is inverting mode wide band pass filter. The diagram for inverting mode wide band pass filter is like this. We have R and C connected at inverting terminal. We have R and C connected in the feedback part. This is the output, this is input, right? Like this. Fine. So now this is R2, this is C2, this is R1, this is C1. See, this impedance is ZF, this impedance is ZF1. So we know that this is V1. We know the ratio, that is gain or transfer function of this filter is ZF in S domain, Z1 in S domain with negative sign. This impedance, this is inverting mode. So what is the overall transfer function? V2 by V1 is ZF by Z1. That is simple expression we have seen in case of inverting amplifier. So what will be ZF here? ZF will be R2 multiplied by 1 by SC2. Why? Because impedance of this is what? 1 by SC2 in S domain. What is impedance of this? That is 1 by SC1 in S domain. So this is parallel combination of these two. So R2 into 1 by SC2, R2 plus 1 by SC2 divided by series combination of this. So R1 plus 1 by SC1. That's it. So you can simplify it like this. You have R2 multiplied by SC1 whole divided by 1 plus SC1 R1 into 1 plus SC2 R2. What I did, I have simplified this expression here. That's it. Fine. So now you can further simplify it. You can simplify it in terms of poles and zeros, right? But this is overall transfer function. And if you see from here, I have one pole located at origin and two poles located this way, right? So that is how this circuit is a wide band pass filter working in inverting mode. So there is a negative sign. You can further simplify it like this. 1 plus, that is 1 plus S by 1 by C1 R1 into 1 plus 1 by S C2 R2, and in numerator what will be there? There will be C1 by C2. That's it. You can take SC2 R2 outside. When you take SC2 R2 outside, it will be S will be cancelled, R2 will be cancelled, C1 by C2 will be there. So what I have, this gives me the lower cutoff frequency. So if you write, it can be written in terms of F frequency domain as well. It will be like this. For frequency domain, simply replace S by j omega, right? So C1 by C2, 1 plus j omega by C1 R1 into 1 plus 1 by j omega C2 R2, like that, right? Or you can write the transfer function further. I am just giving you the mathematical procedure. As far as exam is concerned, these type of procedures are required in engineering services mains, maybe in civil services mains, and maybe for GATE exam as well. That analysis is important from concept point of view, right? So by replacing this, so this gives what? This gives me the cutoff frequency of low pass stage omega 1 C R1, and this gives the cutoff frequency for high pass stage. So that is 1 by C2 R2, and that analysis further remains similar to what we have. So FL, the lower cutoff frequency for high stage will be 2 pi R2 C2, and upper cutoff frequency for low pass stage will be 1 by 2 pi R1 C. The remaining analysis remains similar to what we discussed in case of non-inverting mode, right? That finishes your wide band pass filter, right? So now we will see next one, that is narrow band pass filter. So wait for my next video. Thank you very much for watching the video.